Stuart Jackman's novel The Davidson Affair was dramatised by Ian McGregor and Nickie. The breaking news is the execution of Jesus Davidson. Actor Jasmine Wilkinson talks about the play.
It's exploring the resurrection of Jesus, but as if it happened in modern day or the late 20th century, and it explores the characters in a way that is relatable to people. So you've got people who may want to believe but are so used to having logic that they doubt. You've got others that are in an authoritarian position, so even if they wanted to, feel like they can't. I think there's something that everyone can relate to in it.
Packed, Cass. I'm sending you to Jerusalem.
Okay, what's the story?
Davidson.
What about him?
They hanged him Friday afternoon.
Did they now? And what do you want me to do? Lay a wreath?
Stuff your flowers, Cass. A fish steak and some rolls, more like.
Bad line, Drewy. I thought I heard you say he was dead.
Dead and buried.
And now he's hungry?
I know. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I do. A lot of people really liked it because it was a very different take on the resurrection of Jesus. And I think today it's quite easy to be alienated by religion. And a lot of people, like I've heard from friends that don't necessarily believe, may say it's kind of boring, so they don't really want to go there. But because this actually looked at it in a modern sense, it made it more accessible to people who may have believed or may not have believed in Jesus. Just from reading it, I think I'd instantly say it would be put on in a theatre. So the fact that I've actually done it in a much smaller space, I think just shows how sort of versatile the piece can be. Because I think you could easily do it in both, but it's quite nice to have it in a smaller setting.
Look, I hate to state the obvious, but the tomb was actually empty. The body was missing. I think we have to get that in.
All right, so the body's been stolen. Probably by his friends.
Why didn't they say so? Pilate, the high priest, look, why didn't they tell us officially what's been happening?
They will, Rosa, they will. Give them time. There's the guard, you know. They don't want the Jewish army to look a laughingstock in every Roman mess from here to Britain.
You may be right. Sounds logical enough, but I'm still not easy. There's something they're doing their darndest to keep from us because they're frightened.
Look, might I make a small suggestion? Maybe instead of arguing, we should do something constructive.
Like what?
Like finding Davidson's body, perhaps?
I think there's something in there for everyone. I think it's very easy to relate to not just one particular character, but to all of them, because they all have very human aspects. There's such as love, freedom, there's grief in there, sadness, there's also joy, and then there's that intrigue and mystery. And I think that's predominantly what I think would be attractive for most people, because there's the question of even if we know something is real, but it seems a bit too hard to believe.
You still think I'm wrong?
You've gone overboard on this resurrection theory, Cass. It's no longer a piece of straight reporting to you. It's a case you've got to win.
Do you think I've gone overboard, Rosa? Sunk maybe, without trace?
The resurrection story takes some swallowing, but if it's a choice you want between Pilate and Zacchaeus or Caiaphas and the Magdala, I'm right with you, Cass.
Objectively, though, you both admit you've got nothing like enough evidence.
How much evidence is enough when it's a matter of belief you're talking about?
And I think whether or not you are religious, there is definitely aspects of religion that we still use in our lives. So I think as a performer, if I'm able to connect with people through religion, but also through a humanitarian approach, it's bringing everything together. And I think religion shouldn't be something that alienates people, but brings people together.
That's really lovely. Thank you very much. Good.
For more information about Radius, visit radiusdrama.org.uk.